Hello, my name is Noé and today we're going to see the item records. Whenever we use an item and we create it, then we are going to start purchasing, selling, transferring, and so forth. So where is all that information? Where is the cost, how many units I have, or all of that, right? So the first thing I will then need to do is just go to the item section or look for the tell me what the function and then just click on items. Then we are going to see, well, different type of items. We have catalog items, services items, and, well, other related. But for now, I want to refer only to the physical inventory. So here I have a furniture company that has as well a different type of items, as well as spare parts and so forth, right? So for now, in my furniture store, I will be looking for the chairs, let's say. Maybe somebody's asking me about it, right? So you can see all the actual items that I have by filtering them. Strongly recommend that, right? And then let's click on any of them. Let's say that this is the one that we are looking for. This is for my demo, the Paris Guest Chair Black. Let's just click on it to open then the item card. Here is the Paris Guest Chair Black. The first thing that I need to notice is how many of these chairs that I still have are, for instance, on purchase orders. I have 29. That are supposedly to be coming, and quantity on hand 105, correct? And that's basically the idea. If needed, you can see where you have located these actual items when you purchase them or transfer currently 105 in the main warehouse. Okay, so that's the first thing I need to know. Then sometimes I will be asked about the cost. For instance, currently the unit cost is 151.22. That's fine, but maybe you will need to go one step further to try to recognize what you have inputted here, right? So click on the cost, and once you have clicked on that number, you're gonna see this specific window where you're gonna able to see all the transactions by the entry type, for instance, which is a purchase or a sale or a transfer order, right? All the transactions that you can use where you can use this item. Then the quantity, for instance, I can see here a purchase that was done for 8 and the actual cost 1,222. Okay, so as well we have this cost expected amount, right? But in this moment, well, I'm not using the expected functionality, so directly my cost when I purchase will be 1,222. Okay, now the idea is that you need to verify if it's an increase or a purchase, because the increase, this is the most important, is coming when we actually increase the inventory, not the cost specifically. Very important to mention, right? Increase is the cost of this positive number as 8 units. And if I take a look at that decrease, well, I'm going to just see the minus, okay? Meaning that, well, as you can see here, I just sold this item. But this is not only the only information I would request. Sometimes my manager is asking me about a specific document to review. Don't worry, you can still navigate. Once you find any given entry, maybe you posted 1,000 for a chair in this line, right? There might be an error or something like that. Okay, don't worry, because that's the idea, because you need to check the actual cost, how it has been changing through the time, because look at this, I have the evaluation date. And if I could just go down below, it might happen that sometimes the cost, of course, will be then increasing. Your vendor will be always increasing your cost, don't forget it. So here I have now the actual date, which is 2023, and look at the cost. Well, still the same. This is just a demo, don't worry. But that's the idea. And if you by any chance need to look at the entries, click on the top, select your line, and click Find Entries. Once I click on this, the idea is that I need to check how then I integrated that. Well, that record is coming from a posted purchase receipt. And let's just take a look. Of course, it's going to be related to the chart, right? But what I want to check is who posted it, okay? The posted purchase receipt, when it was received, let's say. Okay, the posting date of this reception. And just to mention, is quite different from a PO, a purchase order, I mean. In the reception section, we just can see the Paris Guest Chair, which is black, once again, where I receive it and how many units I just received. Okay, and nothing else. Just the warehouse clerk is capable of just checking this information, just as an example, but he doesn't relate to taxes or anything like that. So it's a simplified version of only the information he needs to see. That's our posted purchase receipt. If you need something else, you can take a look at the value entry. So that's the cost, and the item ledger entry, which is most importantly what we are checking out. How you are changing your inventory in any given warehouse. Well, I increase my inventory through a purchase receipt for this item, and this is the actual document number. Okay, so you understand now what is an item ledger entry. That's the idea. Every change that you do for an item will be an item ledger entry. Okay, plus we have then one specific dynamic report. If I just go once again to the magnifying lens, when you can see the item ledger entries. Directly by looking at this window, then we are checking on the history of this company, the archive. How is my inventory? Okay, what I have been doing. Let's say if you want to look at all the receptions or the shipments, why not? Which items you have used or transaction. So for instance, if I filter into this document, okay, I see that I have a purchase receipt ending by the number 24, and why not look and filter to this value. You can use these filters, and I can see now all the items that were received through the reception 107354. That will be then just basically the idea. Now I want to show you just to finish this part. Well, you can clear this filter. The filters that actually we have, we have an icon like this, right? In this filter icon, you can add, let's say, a date, an entry type. This is very important. Your entries regarding inventory could be generated by a purchase, by a sale. Well, all of this list has different type of transaction. Positive and negative adjustments are when you need to decrease or adjust your inventory according to the physical quantities you are counting maybe. Transfer orders will be moving items from one warehouse to the other. Consumption and output are related to manufacturing. What are you consuming in order to generate, well, then later a finished product? Okay, the same will be happening with assembly and assembly output, which for us in Business Central is like manufacturing, right? Whenever, let's say, you want to look for whatever information, let's take a look at the purchases, okay? I only want to see purchases, plus then I would like to use a posting date, maybe 1 month, that will be, or 1 semester. I'm gonna do it right now, the 31st of January till today, okay? So it's up to you, but use your filters, okay, regarding the purchase types. And what else? Oh, sorry for this. This is my mistake. This is not 31. This is 23. There you go. And then you're going to see only how you have increased your items. And then you can actually continue filtering by the location code, for instance. And then I would like to filter once again. If you click on any window, and then click filter, then my location code, which for me is my warehouse, is going to appear in the left window. Okay, so you can look for now any warehouse. Okay, let's say the main warehouse is fine, and then I'm going to see only the receptions done through this period, and then in only my main warehouse. So that's the idea of the item ledger entries. You can still check filtering which transactions have been taking place throughout a specific period of time, and once again look for the entries. Maybe you want to look at the original document that originated this information. For instance, in the store 1, this item, which is is like spare part. Currently I have 2,000, just in case I wanted to know. But in the main warehouse on this specific date, the 3rd of January, okay, 3rd of January, I received 240 units. Just in case, right, when you need to know anything related to your items, plus then you can once again find your information, open this report in Excel, or share to Teams, okay, which is for other lesson. But let's say that this is exactly what I want to look for, and then I'm going to click on Save As. And then I'm now saving my report. This is only purchases, okay, for the period, let's say for June to, from January to June, something like that, okay, just in case. And let's just click on enter, okay. Then you are going to be able to see that we have all, which was our original view containing all the information, purchases, sales, and transfers, and you saw all the type of transactions that we can generate. But now I want to see and switch to this new report that I have created only to show my purchases for that specific period. So you now see how I can create different views with filters and save them. With this, you can now, just to resume, look for any type of information, and you don't have to always filter and filter and filter. Just save those filters and that will be good to go. Thank you very much.